Welcome back to Philip's Hot Rod Garage. Alright guys, I'm back in the garage. I'm about to do some more work on the 1928 Model A Special Coupe. Thanks for joining with me. I got a long, busy week ahead of me. So this is where we left off in the last video. We cut all this rusty junk out of the bottom of the A-pillar. We replaced it with a patch panel. We got that area all welded. We got the grinding work done. We got it looking good. But this week, we got to fix this big rust hole under the bottom of the A-pillar. We've got to address this area right here. And we're going to get started on this old rusty subrail. This area here and this area here. Quite a bit of rust there to deal with. So as you can see, there's a lot to do, so let's get started. Alright guys, I cut out a pretty good size area. It's time to make a patch panel. Alright, so I got that cut out. Let's check and see how it fits. Gotta trim a little bit more. Fits good, let's check it out. Alright, that cardboard pattern turned out good, so let's transfer that over to some metal. All right, the original metal that we cut out of the A-pillar actually measures a little bit thicker than 14 gauge, probably somewhere around a 12 gauge. So that's the same thickness I've got to replace it with. My gauge goes from 14 gauge and skips to 1/8, so it's hard to tell, but I think it's gonna be 12 gauge. So let's get the pattern marked out, get it cut out, see if we can get this welded in. That ought to work. Let's get that cut out. There it is. All I gotta do is grind it and fit it. All right, so before I start grinding on it, I actually got to put a little bit of shape in it. This area has a curve in it. I think I can just grab this by hand and bend it Don't think it's going to require anything complicated. Just a little bit of curve. Pretty close on the first try. Pretty close. A little too much, but real close. All right, let's get started grinding on that, see if we can get it to fit. Kind of warm. Better get my glove. I like that pretty good. Let me bring you in for a closer look and let you see how this looks. All right, that looks good. The gap might look a little bit big on video, but it's not big at all. That's not bad. This right here is the biggest gap I have, but it's actually really small. That welder will fill that in with no issue. So let's start welding. All right, so I got it all tacked. This would be a whole lot easier if I could turn the car upside down. Let's get it welded. All right, guys, that was tough welding that on the floor upside down like that, but I got it. Now it's time to get started grinding. All right, guys, it just don't get much better than that. A little body filler, a little primer, a little paint. That'll look perfect. All right, so now we got to fix this area back here. Then the A-pillar will be finished. All right, my plan for this is real simple. Throw some copper behind it, fill it full of MIG weld, grind it down smooth. But if that don't work out and it keeps blowing out, I can always cut it out, put a patch panel in it. I'm gonna try it the easy way first. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, so I want to stop in the middle of this and just kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing here. I'm not laying down some beautiful welds. I'm just filling in rust holes. It doesn't have to be beautiful. You can't come in here to this area right in here where those rust holes are and just start laying down beautiful welds like you see these guys just stacking dimes with weld. You can't do that right there. That's not what I'm trying to accomplish here. What I'm trying to do is just get this filled in. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna grind all this off and make it look nice. The point of it's just to get it solid. There's nothing wrong with just welding the hole up. Grind it down. People spend forever building these cars, but if you'll look at the whole rest of the car, you see how much work I gotta do? See all this? You can't take forever building one car. Just weld the hole up. Get it over with. Grind it down. Move on to something else. That's what I say. All right, all that's welded. It's time to do some grinding. All right, that's pretty much it. There's one little rust hole here I got to take care of that I just saw as I was finishing up. Other than that, that repair looks real good. Looks real good. Well guys, I am extremely happy with the way this turned out. Got a solid A-pillar on both sides of the car now. Now we're getting somewhere. I thought that I would be able to work on this sub rail in this video. I probably could have, but I was running low on time. We got like 12 hours of footage to edit to get this video put together. I'd like to move on to something else on the car, but I can't do it until I get this cowl fixed. I gotta get this cowl done. I can't get the width of the frame rails established, how far apart the frame rails have to be, until I get this cowl completely solid and put together. One solid piece. So that's the reason why I'm hanging around on this cowl, and I keep on working on this cowl. I gotta get this cowl done. Hey guys, the Hemi video was a success. Over 4,000 views on that, talking about that Hemi from last week. So we picked up a lot of subscribers. I appreciate it. Guys, I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I thank y'all for hanging out in my hot rod shop and watching me do what I do and taking interest in my videos. I appreciate it. So hit the like button, leave me a comment. I thank you for all the comments that you've left. I thank you for the emails I've gotten. Some people have looked me up on Facebook. Look up Phillips Hot Rod Garage on Facebook. You'll find me there. Email address is phillipshotrod@gmail.com. Send me an email if you got some tips and pointers on this car, what I'm doing. Maybe you've been here and done this before. So just like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate you watching the videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.